Hello students, today we are going to study about Plant Kingdom chapter 3 from your NCERT book. Plant Kingdom starts with the classification system, and you know that two kingdom classification given by Carlos Linnaeus, and he used artificial method to explain the plants. You know, artificial system of classification means some of the separated and closely related species based on few characters only are taken. But there was a drawback that both the two vegetative and reproductive characters were given equal weightage, and it is not acceptable. So what happened? The next classification system is natural classification system, and Aristotle has picked up this natural classification system. And in this morphology, anatomy, cytological, all these concept of all the varieties, the differences which nature has provided is kept in mind. So it is better than artificial. And what is this is natural. Aristotle classification system was natural. But we have one more children, that is phylogenetic classification system, in which not only it is much better than both the two. Why? Because not only morphological, anatomical, but also the cytological, including the phylogenetic, that is ancestral evolutionary line is also there. Therefore, it gives us the evolutionary history. It is considered better than the previous two. Now, when we study the organism, we know that children, what we do is we study taxonomy, means the branch in which we study about how to classify organisms, plants, animals, etc. Now, see what happened. Agar hum numerical, on the basis of numbers, if we are going to classify, then it is known as numerical taxonomy. You see here it is written. It is based on the numbers. But if we study the cell structure, function and all, then it is cytotaxonomy on the base of cytological structure, cell structure, function on that basis. And if it is on the basis of the chemicals present in the cell, then it is a chemotaxonomy. So these are the further branches of taxonomy given in your NCERT. As you know, the plant kingdom starts from algae, which is the first category in plant kingdom. And then we will proceed to bryophytes, then pteridophytes, then gymnosperms, and then angiosperms. Now see, starting with algae children, algae is aquatic in nature. They are green in color. They have the chlorophyll, but the body organization is very basic. And that is thyroid body organization, thallus, a sac-like body organization. You may find algae in fresh water as well as in marine water, both. And now see, size and shape of the algae varies. Sometimes you see on the moist stones, soil, wood, you may find the algae there. Very special association algae performs sometimes with fungi, and then we use the term lichens. It is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi to form a structure known as lichen, which is very sensitive to the pollution, so therefore known as pollution indicator. Sometimes on sloth bear skin also is present. Now see, various types of reproduction methods possible here, and that is what is vegetative, asexual and sexual. Vegetative reproduction occurs mainly with the help of fragmentation, and that is the filamentous body or the thallus body. They break and the broken fragment develops into new one. Asexual reproduction, there are various types of asexual spores like zoospores. It is a motile spore having two apical equal flagella, right? And maybe non-motile, right? It means when the flagella present, it is motile like zoospores, or maybe absence of flagella, then simple aplanospores, hapnospores, conidia. These all are the asexual spores. If sexual reproduction occurs, then there may gamete occur, gamete formation. As you know, the first step required in sexual reproduction is gamete formation. Now, on the basis of types of the gametes, there are three different types of gametes which may occur in algae. Isogamous. Iso means similar and gamous means gametes, when both the two gametes are similar. Anisogamous. And iso means different, when both the two gametes are different. And oogamous. It is a special kind of anisogamous, children, where the female gamete is large and non-motile, whereas the male gamete is small but motile. The respective examples given here, that is for oogamous, volvox, and fucus. Now, on the basis of pigment, three types of algae given in your NCERT, but if you see the old histories of algae, then there were 11 class kept in that. Your chrysophytes, your this dinoflagellates, euglenoids, all these are kept there as a class of the algae which is being taken out, and now we have only three classes of algae on the basis of color. We are going to divide them as a green, brown, and red. You see, you have on the screen, this is volvox, and volvox is a colonial algae. Then we have Chlamydomonas, then we have Chara as an example of green algae. Coming to next one is, this is what is, because algae may have sometimes red color or may have sometimes brown color. So here we have a brown algae example, that is, this is Laminaria, and here it is fucus, and this is Dictyota. Coming to the red algae, examples given here are Porphyra and Polysiphonia. Now see what makes them red in color, what makes them brown in color. That is because of few specific pigment like fucoxanthin, erythroxanthin. These are the pigments which gives them brown and red respectively. One pigment is common to everyone, and that is what is green pigment. So coming to the next one, that is, these all are very important for your NEET even examples are important. Now you see, usually the brown algae and the green algae, they have certain hydrocolloid substance, that is algin, which you can see in brown algae, and carrageen you can see in red algae, and they are hydrocolloids, water holding substances. Certain economic importance of algae are there, like Gelidium and Gracilaria can be used in ice creams and jellies. Then Chlorella and Spirulina, they are the good source of proteins. So they are SCP, single celled proteins. And what happened? Further algae are divided, as I told you, into three classes, that is Chlorophyceae, into three groups, that is Chlorophyceae, and then Phaeophyceae, and then Protophyceae. Coming to Chlorophyceae, it is known as green algae, and in green algae, the main pigment is chlorophyll. This is the main pigment present in green algae. Therefore, we have given this name. The body organization may be unicellular, colonial, or filamentous. It may be. Chlorophyll A, 100% will be there, but along with that, chlorophyll B can also be there. And the chloroplast, which is present in this that class of the algae, is of various shapes, sometimes discoid, plate-like, reticulate, cup shape, ribbon shape, like this. So it means varieties in its shape. And they have one more substance, that is structured perinoids. Generally, children, perinoids are to store proteins, but here what they are doing, they are storing starch in it. So it's a unique feature of this category. Sometimes they may store some oil droplets. Now see what happened. One more important feature is there in green algae. You will always see the cell wall rigid, and on inner side you will get cellulose. And on outer side, you will get pectose. These are the two structures, chemicals which give the rigidity of the cell wall. Vegetative is as common as I told you that fragmentation is very common. Asexual may be through the zoospores, that is the motile gametes, which is present inside the zoosporangia. Sexual reproduction may be isogamous and isogamous or oogamous. Examples of green chlorophyceae category is Chlamydomonas, volvox, Eulothrix, Spirogera, and Chara. If you talk about Phaeophyceae, then that is the brown algae. You see, brown algae sometimes they form a heavy network and deep into the water, sometimes 100-meter long, and then it is known as kelp. Mass of the network of filament is that brown algae body. Brown algae body is divided into 3 steps. That is 3 structures. That is holdfast, stipe, and frond. Larger leaf-like structure is there. It is given in your NCERT diagram. Now see, why they look brown? Because of the pigment fucoxanthin present in it. It means not only chlorophyll, but they also have fucoxanthin. And now their stored food is laminarian or mannitol. These are the very basic starch, where the mannose is a unit to make the starch. They have the L-gene, as I told you, a gelatin protein substance, hydrocolloid substance, water holding, and then the body is that's divided into 3 parts: holdfast, frond, and stipe. Vegetative reproduction occurs through the fragmentation, which is again very common. Asexual reproduction occurs mostly by the biflagellated zoospores. And biflagellated zoospores has 2 equal apical flagella. Sexual reproduction is common as we did in the previous, that is isogamous and isogamous and oogamous. And you see in this, the gametes which are formed, it is very important for even your entrance also, children. The gametes are pear-shaped, periform, that is a pear-shaped, and the 2 flagellas are lateral, sideway, both, right? So they are not present at the tip, they are lateral. So what examples are Ectocarpus, Dictyota, Laminaria, Sargassum, and Fucus? These are the general examples. Rhodophyceae means red algae, children, and red color occurs due to a pigment along with the chlorophyll is phycoerythrin. Mostly they are marine, but you see at different depth you can see them. But what happened in their cell wall? Amylopectin and glycogen can be seen. It is a little higher advanced structure, and their stored food is fluoride starch. Comparing it all, nicely it is being compared in your this table, children, here, that chlorophyceae and Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae, green algae, brown algae, and red algae. And you see chlorophyll A and B present here. Here we have A and C, and here we have A and D. A is present in all because it is the principal. Carbohydrate. Food storage is that starch, the starch as we get in the other plants, and then here it is a mannose unit, mannitol or laminarian starch. Here it is a fluoride starch. Cell wall contains cellulose. Here it is cellulose and algine. Here it is cellulose. Even here we have done pectin, and this what is the location that we have covered. Flagella here if present is 2 to 8, but 100% will be equal and apical. Here the flagellas will be 2 only and always will be unequal and on the lateral side. No flagella is present in brown algae. Habitat is almost same, but only the thing is at benthic region we may get red algae more as compared to other. So this is all about the summary of the algae. So we have covered the chapter plant kingdom with the introductory part, that is the classification system and algae. In next module we will study about the next, that is the bryophytes.